we are live. Here we go. Horn sounding, letting everyone know warm-ups are over. Girls are collecting the pucks. Steel, here's what we know. Steel 2-0 coming into this third game Saturday afternoon, 2:30 puck drop. We are playing against the Thundercats. Thundercats are a program down in the south side. The website claims to have players from Lakeville, Burnsville, Edina, Egan, kind of all over. If you're in the south, you can go to this program. They are 1-1 coming into this game. They lost to Hometown Hockey, who is the other 2-0 team, in a tight game. They lost 10-9. So the little bit we can infer from all that analytics is that this is going to be a much more competitive game than what we've seen so far. I think this will be the first true test for the girls. I don't envision a 10-1 victory here. I'm envisioning a close game. I hope I'm wrong. But also just kind of the eye test, warm-ups. The Thundercats look pretty solid. So we'll see. Either way, should be fun. Same squad from this morning, -1. Ellie, that played for us this morning, not able to be here in this game this afternoon. Otherwise, Val and Kate Nowak are back, rounding out our team, so bringing us up to 11, excuse me. We've got 5 on and 6 on the board, or 6 on the bench. So here we go. Looks like you've got Val at center. Looks like Johnson moved from defense up to offense. She's on the right. Van Allsburg also making the move. She's on the left. Initial draw goes to Steele. They push up. Thundercats push right back, though, so we're in the defensive zone right up the way. Battle for it on the boards. Kirkland there. She's going to push up. She'll go. Ooh, gets knocked back. Offsides. Cat's got to get out. Cat's got to get out. Steele's able to collect. He'll turn and go. Cats touch up. They're going to attack now. Centering pass out to nobody. Kirkland wasn't ready for that one. She picks up the errant puck, though. She'll turn, try to go. Steele battling for it on the boards. Just inside our side of the red line. We're still battling for it. Thundercats push it down in the zone. Let's see. That's Nowak is out. Quick shot. Oh no, just a dribbler. So quick shot, quick one. And the button, there it is. Initial save kind of made, just didn't have a solid seal on the pipe there. Hit her blocker pad and then just kind of deflected, kind of rolled in slowly. So saw the puck come in, went to make the save, and just couldn't. Hines didn't make the seal like she typically does. That's a puck that she stops 99 times out of 100. So certainly not worried that that's something that we're going to see a lot of. Neldner on the draw. So lots of girls in new positions. We'll see if that is a benefit or a harm playing against a solid team here. Cats take the draw. They push in the offensive zone. First time this season, this tournament, where we've seen a team kind of just really taking it. So, oh no, that's my fault. I totally jinxed the girls. So if you saw that one, quick shot just takes an odd deflection off a girl standing in front of the net. Catches Hines. She was going to her right. Puck takes a deflection, goes to her left. Not her fault, but part of hockey is puck luck, and we just didn't get it there. So quick deficit. Cats up 2. Only a little over a minute 10 gone in this period. So I've got too many people on the ice. Kind of all the things that could be going wrong right now. Meldner on the draw, pushes forward. Kirkland right there to support. Steele into the offensive zone. First time. Cats push them right back out, though, so they're going to come back the other way. Crosby pushes back. I believe that's Hannaran's going to take it. She'll come around the outside, up the boards, out of the zone. Nice job. We get a tip, so it's not going to be offsides. Steele racing. Cats will get there first. They're down in the far corner. They're going to wrap behind their goalie. Near corner. Thorns trying to stop it. Can't. Cats push out of the zone. Hanran is there. She'll take it. She'll cycle over across. Thankfully, 2 Cats pushing, trying to do a break. So Hanran saving that. Here we go, kind of a repeat. Cats taking it around the goalie, near corner, chip up the half boards, find their point. Crosby holds, tries to, rather just outside the blue line, can't. Cats push over, Hanran. Here we are again, deja vu. She takes it. This time she skates it, hits the red line, then dumps it in. So we're getting icing. We're going to say she wasn't quite over that red line, so that's going to come out. So we'll get a face-off down in the defensive zone, just to the left of goalkeeper Hines. Some line changes. We need one, coach. There we go. Val sneaking out. Stambaugh on the draw. Puck's down. Draw goes to Steele. They quickly swipe it to the half board. Ooh. That was Hanran losing an edge right on the boards. Puck's loose. Up to the blue line. Cats hold. They dump down. Hanran kicks it up. At the point, Cats can't hold, so they're going to have to get out. They'll collect. And they're out now. Steele, Stambaugh just bothering her though. Hines up there as well. Now we're out, so now the Cats got to get out. That's going to be offsides. Yep. So we'll get a face-off just outside the defensive zone, far side, right in front of the Steele bench. Johnson out on the right wing, Val in the middle. Ellsberg and Nowak on defense. Here we go. Cats take the draw. They push in the offensive zone. Little dipsy-do gets around one. Centering pass attempt. Shot wide left. Hits the backboard. Wraps up around the corner. They're not going to try to center it. They just go to skate it in. Now it's loose. Steele trying to just swipe it out of there. Quick shot. Deflected by defender. Doesn't make it on net. They're going to wrap around. Far side. Up on the half board. They hold at the blue line. Van Allsburg knocks it right back. Centering pass attempt finds a Thundercat. And we're going to get a cover by Hines. Nice job. Here we go. Val in for the draw. Let's see. Steele kicks it up to the blue line. Cats dump down off the half board. Val has it over there in the corner. Hines pushing in as well. Van Allsburg, Gorns hanging back. Goes up to the point. That's clearly out. They're going to dump it in. That's going to be offsides. So that's going to come out. That'll go to the far side. Draw goes to the Cats. They're going to turn, skate back, then off to dump and chase. Near corner. Ooh, Gorns loses an edge. She goes down the corner. Still manages to wrap the puck around the far side. Cats intercept. They have it. They lose it. Gorns is there. She'll chip up the half board. Point for the Cats. Hold. They dump it down. Trying to get it out of there. Van Allsburg tries to push it to the side. Now we got a battle for it down in the corner. Kirkland is there. Van Allsburg, she gets a stick on it. He's going to look to skate it out. Gets pulled off her tape by the Thundercats. Now we'll get it out. Centering pass attempt. Deflected up and out. So the Steele managing to get out of the zone. Cats right there. They were right back in the zone. So far in this first, it's been all Thundercats. 2 quick ones. Not real solid goals, but goals nonetheless. But even take that away, it's been all Thundercats. Just we've spent bulk of the time down here in our defensive zone. Cats down in the corner. There we go. Kirkland trying to make something happen. She gets it up the half board. Cats point's going to hold. Dump it back down though. Quick shot. Deflected. Off to the corner. Centering pass. Get it out. Cats can't make anything happen. Nice centering pass. They can't corral it in, so no shot there. Over on the half board. They lose it. Nobody knows where it's at. Now it's in the corner. Kirkland comes out with it. She's trying to get it up and out. 3 Thundercats right there, though. And they're just going to lose it. That is clearly out. So they're going to have to collect. They do. Nelner pulls it off their tape, but then she gets it taken right back from her. Thundercats just skate hard right to the middle. Quick shot, cover, save by Hines. So good a draw to Hines' left. Goes to Steele. Steele chips off the half board, tries to get it out. Point for the Cats. Tries to hold. That was Johnson. Took it out. The Cats didn't realize it, and they pulled it right back in offsides. .9:20 left in the first. Draw goes to Steele. Steele tries to look and push. Johnson tries to turn. Cats deflect. They push her down. Now we get the puck up. Stambaugh moving into the offensive zone. Trying to find that outside edge. She gets knocked off her tape to the backboard. Cats there to collect. Stambaugh there to contest. Now we've got try to cycle up to the blue line. Cats are quicker. They get there fast. And now we're going to get a little breakaway. And we're going to get a cover and a hold. Of the game here. Thundercat player needing to leave the ice. Not sure what's going on. Well, either way, the puck is down. Steele comes out with that draw. They've got it on the half board. They're looking to get out of the zone. Cats trying to hold them in. So far, Cats doing a good job holding the zone. There's a battle. We got some bodies down. Stambaugh down. Trying to just find an edge here. She can't. There we go. All players are up. Hannah Rand picks up the puck. She'll skate behind Hines. Over in the corner. Cats pick it up. Ooh, centering pass attempt gets through. They're going to get a cover and a save. Nice job, Hines. We're going to draw. Far side. Full line change for Steele. Greta's out there in the draw. Cats come up with the draw. They try to fire it on net. It's deflected down, so it pushes into the far corner. Ooh, centering pass by the Cats. Almost makes it all the way through. It pops up, though. Hanran able to take it. Horns, excuse me. Horns pushes in the offensive zone. Slides off her tape, though, down to the back wall. Cats will come up with it. Nice centering pass by Gorns, holds the zone. Kirkland can't quite corral that one in, so it floats down the corner where the Cats pick it up. Now they skate, they're over the blue line. Greta contesting, pulls it off their tape. Oh, Kirkland tried to reach and grab that one, just couldn't. Now the Cats are in the offensive zone. Trying Trying to find that right edge. Quick shot. Wide right. Hits the backboard. Wraps up around the corner. Centering pass attempt by the Cats. Nice job. Their player just couldn't handle that one, so it floated harmlessly aside. Ooh, quick shot. Hines down, cover. Lets it go. Steele picks it up. They're going to kick it up the half wall. Point holds. Floats down halfway and holds. Now it's just kind of floating out in the middle. Some cover by Hines. Nice job. Draw. Cats come up with it. They skate around to the center. They're going to try to get a quick shot. Gets deflected. Rebound attempt comes up. They hammer that one home. Not sure Hines was able to see that one. Lots of bodies right in front. Very good at covering the puck and didn't even make an attempt to go down on that one until it was in. So I don't think she ever had eyes on that one. See if during the first intermission maybe we can reposition a touch. That glass connector kind of right in the way for center faceoffs. Just noticing that. Regardless, Cats come up with the draw. They're going to push in the offensive zone. Steele tries to push out. They do. They manage to jump in down in the offensive zone, so they'll should chase. Cats take it. They'll chip up. Hines races in, drops it down. They're out now. Steele resets. They're going to push down and attack. Cats come up with it. They're skating across the blue line, over the red line, swatted away by Hannaran. Cats retreat and collect. A little stretch pass. They're going to push it up. Here we go. This is Johnson. She gets a stick on it. Now we're battling right here in front. And we get into that offensive zone. Battling for it just outside the blue line. This is Val. Val gets it knocked off her tape. She'll collect it and turn. She'll look to pass it up. It's going to come all the way down. They're going to say it's tipped, so no icing. 5:50 left in the first period. Val contests. Cats chip it up to the blue line. Blue line can't hold. Hannaran will chase. Try to chip it down, but can't. Now we're just battling. Cats end up putting it in the zone. So Hannaran tries to swing it all the way around. Can't. Cats hold. Excuse me, that was Crosby. Centering pass, cover, Hines. Good save. No danger of it being on net, but with a couple players on the back door there, smart idea by Hines to cover. Better to have a draw than give someone that shot on the back corner wide open. Face off, goalies left. Neldner on the draw. Neldner tries to push it over, hits the referee's skate, dies where it's at. Cats collect. Cats point, it's going to hold, chips off, tries to bang it down, hits off Kirkland. So it's just kind of stuck right in that spot. Steele comes out with it. Cats still managing to hold the zone. Ends up squirting loose. There you go. Hannaran races over and just kicks it out. Neldner fighting for it. Can't quite hammer it. So Cats pick it up. They're going to come across this red stripe. They're across the middle. They're going to say offsides. Now they touch up, so now it's clean. Steele collects. Out center. Nobody home there to collect that one. Steele just kind of ping-ponging it back and forth here. Ends up behind the net. Hannaran tries to race around. Can't. Gets stuck. Ooh, nice centering pass. Quick shot. Save Hines. Hines deflects it to the left corner. Far side. Now it's out of the zone. Cats will have to retreat and reset. There we go. Oh, can't quite hold it there at that blue line. Back check by Hannaran. Nice job. Pushes him out to the outside, far corner. Centering pass attempt. Floats high. That's going to allow Greta to pick it up, so she's pushing. She's in the offensive zone. Strong back check by the Cats, though. She gets dumped. Neldner gets dumped, and the Cats take it and turn and burn. Hanneran gets spun around. So they're going to find an outside edge. Nice centering pass. Gorns comes in, deflects it. Just enough to slow down the rush, though. Nice job. Now it's loose down in that corner. Centering pass attempt, broke up. That was Crosby, I believe. Puck shoots up to the red line. Cats dumping in the zone. Steele able to collect. They shoot up high. Blue line can't hold. Val has it. We're going to get our first shot attempt. Oh, deflects off the goalie. Hits the top crossbar. Can we hold? We can't hold. That's out. Steele's got to get back. Don't shoot. They opt to cycle over to the far side. That's coming across the middle. Now they're going to dump down. Gets caught in the skates of Gorns, so it doesn't make it all the way down. Here we go. Cats hold at the blue line. Now we're out. Gorns just muscling her way through the pile of Cats. Gorns will dump it down. Go. Cats able to pick that one up. 2 minutes left in the first. Cats, they skate. They're over the blue line. Van Allsburg spun around. She's got a turn. Pushes them to the outside just enough. That shot comes across. Cats able to collect on the wall. Get it back to the middle, though. Now they're holding at the blue line. Contested. They have to just swipe it to the far side. Van Allsburg over to contest. Forces them. Nice centering pass. Cover. Saved by Hines. On the draw. You can't kick if you're going to sit there. Draw goes to Steele. Steele opts to just push it across. Over. Hanneran gets it out of the zone. Nice job. Cats push it right back in. That's offsides. They got to touch up. They do. So now they can go back in the zone. Steele has the time then to take it. Hanneran looks to get an outside edge. Gets kind of crunched on the boards there, but manages to get the puck out of the zone. 1:19 left in the first. Right down here in front of us. Cats looking to push back in. They do. Crosby retreats, collects. Ooh, she loses an edge. Centering pass attempt by the Cats. Swiped out of there by Hanneran. Right up to a Thundercat player, though. Now it's right back out in front again. Battling for it. Hanneran tries to kick around the outside. Now Johnson's got it. Johnson looking up. What's she going to do? She's going to get it out of the zone. She just runs into a Thundercat right at the blue line and gets put on her backside. She's up, though. Here we go. Hines battling, puts a shoulder right into a Thundercat. Puck still just managing to stay down. Hanneran has it, circles behind the net, up the half board, finds Hines. Hines collects it. She'll turn, try to go. Cats deflect it, though. Knock it off her stick. 20 seconds left. Centering pass attempt by Thundercats gets deflected, leaves the zone, so we're right up here at the red line. Thundercats push it down. They're just right back in the offensive zone for the Thundercats. They turned, didn't like what they saw. Centering pass. She's going to look to shoot. Boy, nobody contesting the shot there. My goodness. A couple of things there. One, credit where it's due. Thundercat player dangling, kind of dicing her way through 4 Steel players who just got lost in transition and forgot where the puck was. We had all 4 players down there turn their backs on the puck and just kind of part the Red Sea and let that skater go right down the middle. So puck drops. steal. And that's it. We'll go dark. We'll be back here in a minute. Here we go. We're back for the second. Cats up 4-0. Cats take the draw. They're going to push in the offensive zone. Down in the corner. Sneeze here. I'm going to go. A little bit of back and forth here on the red line. Cats managed to collect. They're going to push in the offensive zone. Knocked off to the boards by Kirkland. Kirkland battling in the corner. Val is there as well. Val gets it, takes it out of the zone. She's just getting through. She pushes through two. Ooh, just knocked off her tape right at the blue line. Just trying to make something happen here. We just need a spark. Offsides, they touch up, so now we're clean. We can just get back in that zone. Here we go, Val in and stand by offsides. So they got to get out. Doesn't matter. Cats take possession. They skate out of the zone. We're going to push forward. Nice little centering pass. Good passing there by the Thundercats. To the Cats. Cats looking, cycle back to D. D skates forward, takes it in the offensive zone. They're trying to find that right edge again. They shoot, wide left, hits the side of the post. Backhand centering attempt, doesn't make it through. That's Hanneran, kicks it out to the far wall. It's out. Cats have to touch up. There we go. Meldner catches them snoozing. She'll get a quick shot. Nice save. She tried to go 5-hole. Goalie drops down, does a nice collect. Nice save. It's going to give us a face-off to the goalie's left. Meldner on the draw, tries to take a quick shot, doesn't make it through. Deflected by one of the players. to the blue line. Hanneran can't hold, so she'll cycle back. Backhand, dump in, tries to get it in the zone. Can't. Cats collect it. They're going to push in. Offensive zone entry by the Cats. Clean. Hanneran takes it off the tape. She'll swing around. Hines. Chip off the half board. Hits clearly a board joint. Takes a weird hop. Doesn't clear the zone like it was initially going to. But we get a swipe at it, and that kicks it out. Cats hustle back to retreat. Hines pushing, contesting, making him work for it. Nice job. Hines catches him off guard. So now we're in the offensive zone. Meldner is right there. Hines trying to do a 180, get back to this side. We're down in the corner. Hanneran up the blue line, trying to hold. Can't. Puck was up in the air, didn't settle, so did get over his stick. Now we're racing back for the back check. Nice job Hanneran on that back check. Not letting him be comfortable, no shot off. What looked like was going to be maybe a breakaway situation. Hanneran chased him down, made a nice defensive save. So we didn't get a shot. Centering pass attempt gets through. Just squirts harmlessly in front of goalkeeper Hines up to the near corner. We're up, now it's out. Oh, turn around, here we go. Hines is off to the races. Thundercat player loses a stick. Quick shot, oh, it just kind of rolled off the heel of her stick, so she didn't get a shot off like she was hoping to. Thundercat player trying to put her glove on. Just got caught up there, and now Thundercats run into each other. Hanneran knocking him over the boards. Centering pass attempt by Cats, across the blue line. She's going to skate down, bodied, knocked out of the way, up to the boards. Crosby contesting, knocks it loose. Here we go, Val picks it up, now she's going to come out. Trying to get ahead, Thundercats knock it back, Val swipes it up. Looking briefly in the offensive zone. Cats take it, they're going to skate back the other way. Oh, girls, got to move those legs. One of the defensive players got caught standing still, so they skated. 10:56 left in the second. Hines recording what must be her probably 11th, 12th save, somewhere in that neighborhood. Stamba on the draw, kicks it over, Steele picks it up, they try to kick it over the half board. Kirkland loses an edge, she goes down. Centering pass attempt, knocked out of the way by Val. Val pushing, fighting, battling. Cats managed to hold the blue line, immediately deflected out though. That was Johnson. Ends up getting kicked all the way down, unless Cats get there first, which they do. We did have an icing call. Cats probably should have just let that one go, but they play it. Now they're racing back here the opposite direction. Again, Johnson tries a poke check, doesn't work. Van Allsburg just trying to push the body out to the side. Nice job, forces an awkward shot, which slides across the front. Centering pass attempt, makes it through. Cats turn fire, cover save by Hines. The silver lining in this game so far would be that we are playing better now in the second. We've warmed up a bit. Hines making some really good saves, keeping this from just getting completely out of hand. Stamba on the draw. Forgot to swipe at it, so Cats take it. They pop to the corner. Cats, far wall, centering pass attempt. Makes it all the way through. Nobody collects for either team, so floats harmlessly to the corner. Cats pick it up there. Hines trying to contest. Centering pass attempt deflected by Val. Val pushes it. She gets locked up with a Thundercat over there, so she ends up ending up on her backside. Puck's down. That's just a pile of bodies. Skirts free. Aria picks it up. That's Stamba. Stamba gets across the blue line, then dumps it down behind the net. So Steele down in the offensive zone. Centering pass attempt gets deflected high, so the Cats are going to take that and go. They're going to race back. They're in the offensive zone clean. Van Allsburg, got caught flat-footed. Quick shot over the shoulder of Hines. And their sixth goal. initially goes to the Cats. Steal, deflects briefly. Cats take it again. They push back up. Let's see, Hanahan tries to kick it up the boards, does, manages to clear the zone. Oh, not going to be enough, so no icing. Cats push it across the middle, across the blue line. Stambaugh contest, but the Cats are quicker, so they get through. Turn one around, quick shot, and another goal. To the Cats. They're going to push down the offensive zone. Steele trying to contest, taking some swipes at it. We're out of the zone, far side, right in front of the Steel bench. Kind of ping-ponging it back and forth. Up to the red line. Cats are there. Thorns trying to contest. Cats come out with it. Eldner pushes him up. So at this point, 7-0, running time is definitely in effect. Here we go. Cats pushing down. Push to the outside, nice job, swipe clean, and a goal. Another one. So, kind of observation here. A little bit of both. Steele not playing as well and aggressive as they have in our first two games. Part of that being this is just a better team. Two, looking at the teams we've played so far and this team, sometimes you wonder if they should belong in the upper bracket. Turn, collect, fire. That's Stambaugh trying to get it. She's battling for it right in front of the Cats bench. And battling. Johnson tries to kick it forward. Cats still there pushing forward. They're going to push down. That's Crosby. She'll collect it. She'll swing behind Hines. There we go. Trying to kick it out, stuck on that blue line. Cats able to hold the zone. Kirkland gathers it, stretch pass, pulls it in, takes a quick shot, deflected. Goes to the goalie's right, down in the corner. Steele battling for it, centering pass, goes to Val. Val looking down, tries to lift one, it's loose, and now we get the cover. So we'll get a draw, offensive zone, near side. Initially goes to Steele. Thundercats take it though. They're pushed out of the zone. Val trying to get in. We got to touch up though. There we go. Now we're out. Doesn't matter. Cats have the puck. Cats take it. They take that right side edge. Come across. Right to left. Across the middle. They'll try to get a centering pass attempt. Gets deflected. Up to the point. Point holds. Fires. Loads. Shoots. Gets dumped down. We're going to get no icing call. That puck jumps up on its edge and takes a funky roll. Cats have to collect. Val intercepts that pass at the red line. He's going to try to fire back down in. Cats find it. They're just playing catch right now. There we go. Now we've got it down in the offensive zone. Kirkland will chase. Here we go. Cats into collecting it. Hines taking it across the red line. Johnson got a little bit spun around. Quick shot. Save Hines. Nice job. Still loose. Got to get that out of there, girls. Can't leave that puck on the ice right near your goalie like that. These Cats are too good. That puck is out. Now it's going to be offsides. Stand by. Neldner out there. Van Allsburg, Hannerand on D. Cats come up with it. They're just trying to push in the blue line. They're getting contested at the blue line. Van Allsburg takes a swipe, pushes it up. Blue line for the Cats holds, opposite side. Stand by. Knocks it off their tape. She'll bring it forward. She gets contested. Tries to do a stretch pass. Nobody home. Ends up on the tape of a Cat player. Van Allsburg tries to hold out of the zone. Can't. Gets through. Dorns kicks it forward. Finds Neldner. Neldner's going to push. Back check by the Cats chasing. Quick shot. Goal! There we go. So Neldner puts us on the board. Signs of life from these Steel 8U girls. Move your legs. Push him to the outside. Quick shot. Takes squirts across the middle. Corner. Cats pick it up. Another quick shot. Deflected. Deflected again. It's loose. We get a cover. Like a full line change for the Steel. Val back at center. Nowak out there. Crosby out there. Hines and Kirkland. There you go. Steel takes it, kicks it out of the zone. Cats retreat. They'll collect. Try to chip it in. Hines was there just to slow him down, push him back. Val catches up to the play. Ooh, she gets taken down hard from behind. Yikes. She's okay. She's up. Still like seeing those kids getting a hit from behind when they're only a foot or two off the boards. Puck squirts down. Gorns shoots it. Finds center ice, looking for Kirkland. Kirkland, ooh, tripped again. Boy, refs have swallowed their whistles. Quick shot. Initial deflection. Multiple rebounds. Hines got caught on her backside right before the end of that second period. All right, we'll see you for the third. sorry, forgot to turn my mic back on. Draw initially goes to steal. They try to push down. Cats contest, push it right back. So now they're battling just outside our blue line, and now they're in the zone clean. Kirkland tries to contest, loses an edge. We've got it down there behind the goalie. Hines looking back to left to right. Puck down in the corner. Can't quite make out who's down there. Val at the point tries to hold Kirkland, stops the centering attempt. Gets through, little flutter puck over the leg of Hines. Squirts through. So a quick one by the Cats here in the third. An 8-point, we'll see if they put up on the board or if there's a goal differential maximum. Puck back. There we go. Puck squirts loose. It's still loose. Hines tried to cover, couldn't get her glove on it. Now she does. So we'll get the whistle. Puck frozen. We'll get a face-off. Probably to her right, I'm guessing. Definitely in that running time situation. Draw goes to the Thundercats. They'll push down in the corner. Steele contesting. Steele tries to kick out of the zone. Cats point holds. They cycle D to D across the blue line. They center down a pass. Cover. No, it's loose. It's right there. Now we get the whistle. Good work by Hines. Bring us right back to the face-off dot, just to goal netminder Hines is right. We're going to get a partial line change. Milner Stambaugh off. Val on the draw. Cats take it up, quick shot off the draw, deflected to the right side, into the corner, near side, up the half board. Valerie takes it, she'll take a swipe at it. That's just going to go all the way down. Should be icing, and it is. So that's going to come back. Goalie for the Cats, smartly not interacting with it. Letting that icing call stand. Here we go, Val on the draw. Steele takes the draw, tries to push up. Cats contest right at center ice inside the blue line. Now they're just going to skate down, take a shot, gets deflected, goes wide left. Hannaran pulls it up. She'll swing it all the way around. That should be another icing call. No ice. Now they're saying no ice. So Steele centering pass attempt by Val makes it through, but the goalie covers. So now we'll get a face-off, offensive zone to the goalie's right. Hannaran, Crosby at D. So you've got Nowak, Val, and I can't see who the other, Hines, I believe, out there is your forward. Draw, Cats try to push it up. Gets held momentarily at the blue line before the Cats take a second attempt. Now they get it out. So they're over the red line. You can't do that. Can't pass into the zone to a player waiting, but doesn't matter. Steele manages to kick that one back out. Cats will retreat and chase. Just got a scrum for it right here on the blue line. We'll see what happens. Can't really see the puck. There it is. Flashes of it. Van Alsberg kicks it back the other way. Finds Hines. Hines enters the zone. Cats push her right back out. Neldner right here battling. 10 minutes left in the third. There you go. It squirts out finally. Not in the Steel's favor, though. Ends up getting pushed all the way down. Johnson finds it first. Tries to kick it a half-board. Cats hold. And kind of knocked around in between some skates. Stick blades there. Body's down. Puck in the corner. Someone gets a hold of it. Sends it around the far side. Cats will chase. They'll get to it first. Contested. That's Neldner. Cats still have it. Up to their point. Their point holds. Tries to dump down into a body of players. Gets pushed to the middle, though. Still loose. Getting swiped towards the goalie. Nice little move. Cover save. Draw goes to Cats. They're going to take a quick shot. Gets deflected, so it goes wide left, backboard. Wraps around. Steele comes up with it. Cats able to hold at the blue line. They dump back down. Contested. Just inside. That's Van Allsburg. Stambaugh battling. They're fighting for it. There's a pile in the corner. Cats come out with it. They're going to go center. Quick little pass. That's an easy one. Cats take it. They push down in the offensive zone. Steele collects first. They'll turn, retreat, cycle. Trying to get fancy. Hanrahan has it. Now she'll chip it up the half board. Tries to find Hines. Hines racing. Cats get there first. They'll cycle D to D. They're going to take it. Stretch pass into the offensive zone. Hines losing edge, goes down. Hanrahan there. Cats offsides. They don't know it. They got to get out. Steele has possession. There you go, a little chip up, tries to find Hines, can't, gets knocked back down. Hanrahan takes it, tries to fling it up again. Izzy's trying to get there first. Cats do instead. So Cats have it just outside the blue line, 6:51 left. So what we've learned, last two goals for the Cats have not gone on the official scoreboard. 8 goal differential must be the maximum they'll put on a scoreboard. Score is 11-1. Scoreboard only reflects a 9-1. So for those of you watching at home that might not know, what that means is if the Steel were to score, then it would be 9-2. Those last 2 goals just they go in the record book. They get logged for those players as stats, but they don't count because of the goal differential. So any goals scored at this point don't really count towards the game unless we get something on the board here. That's a stretch for a silver lining, but we'll take it at this point. Nice little stretch pass, finds a streaking Val. She's got a little spun around though, couldn't pull that one in. There we go, Cats back down. Oh, a nice little swipe by Hanrahan, pushes it out the far side. Nowak, backhand pass. Gets intercepted right at the blue line. So, Cats, centering pass. Can't find anybody. Hanrahan is there, puts a body on a player. Nice job. Girls down by this score. Still playing hard, still giving it their all. Definitely appreciate that. We're out of the zone. That was Hines. Nice little chip up to Val. Val rushing into the offensive zone. Gets contested. Slowed down. And now they're just battling. Ooh, Cat player went down hard. She's up though, thankfully. Stanbaugh contesting. Now they're at the red line. Val right there as well. Hines, Hanran, and Nowak all on the ice. They'll swing around. There we go. Now we're looking up. Meldner battling. Nice little stretch pass by the Cats. Quick shot. Cover save. Hines. Good job. So we'll get a face-off. Defensive zone, far side. 4:30 of running time left in this third period. Goes to the Cats. Cats centering pass. They're going to get a quick shot. Deflected. Still loose though. Got to get that. Steel players got a little bit rooted there. Not moving their skates. That puck was just hanging out. Thankfully, Hines able to kind of leap out and cover. Get a draw. Goalkeeper's left. Meldner on the draw. 4:34 left in the third. Centering pass attempt. Makes it through. Knocked over to the edge by Johnson. Cats collect. Another centering pass. Cat player can't collect, so that ends up finding the far board. Centering pass, and they're just kind of passing it back and forth to themselves. Steele not really stepping up to contest shots or passes. They're playing tired. It's the first time this weekend we've seen the girls not really play quite as aggressive. Just within the last couple minutes, kind of looks like they've lost a step. Puck gets kicked out of the blue line. Cats have to retreat, reset. They do. Meldner pushes through, knocks it off their tape. Offensive zone, centering pass attempt. Floats down a little bit low. Actually, goalie deflects that one to the right, off to the far side. Now there's a scrum right in front of the Cat bench. Fighting for it. Just a pile. Crosby, there we go. Johnson steps up. Somebody get it. Fighting, just a pile. 2:30 left in the third. Cats dump it down. They're going to dump and chase. Johnson gets there first. She's going to try to get it out. Cats holding on the far side. Ooh, Steele getting caught on a really ugly line change here. Cats, 3 Cats in front of the net all by themselves. Yeah. Could see that one coming. 4 Steel players opting to take a line change when the puck is in the defensive zone. Not ideal. Hines, not her fault, surrounded by 4 Cat players trying all to decide who they're going to pass to shoot that puck. Val on the draw, takes it, pushes forward momentarily. Cats collect, they'll push down into, they're just over the blue line now. Hines trying to kick it off their tape. Does. Hanran comes up with it. Still skate around the outside. Chips off the board, held at the point, drop down, cover, saved by Hines. 1:26 left in this third period. Running time, so we'll get this face off in maybe 40 seconds or so of play before this one wraps up. Go draw. Steele takes possession, cycles. They try to cycle back the other way. Cats intercept, try to center. Doesn't go to anybody. Snouts up by the blue line. Val fighting for it, battling. She loses an edge, goes down. They're just kind of battling for it there in the corner. 38 seconds left. Cats looking, little 360 spin, centering pass attempt, makes it all the way through, and they score another one with 20-some seconds left. And by the time we get lined up, that's probably going to be all we wrote for this one. Here's what we know about tomorrow. Ending pool play now at 2-1. We still have another pool game tomorrow morning at 9:30. That's going to be against Hometown Hockey. That's going to be another challenging game. Hometown Hockey played these Thundercats and won 10-9. So that tells you a little bit about what we're up against tomorrow morning. That will be at the end of pool play. If we win, then all bets are off. If we somehow manage to pull off the miracle and win tomorrow, that could put us in a three-way tie for first. If we lose, that puts us solidly playing for third place. So we'll see what happens. Girls talking to the goalie, getting a word from the coach, coming out for the handshake, win or lose, still shake hands, good sportsmanship all around. So we'll be back tomorrow morning at 9:30. Set those clocks, get up,